Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. This is the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube, and this is Sugar Cookie Chapstick. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube. The crazy, just enjoying doing videos. And if you don't do videos, and even if you do, enjoying the channels that you watch here on the tubes. And the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand or a certain tool or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to, however you want to, because you need to be satisfied with how your makeup looks. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we are about self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them when we want to, if we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. I do curse in my videos sometimes because I do curse in real life sometimes. Thank you for being here today. I want to show you something real quick. This was a sticker among others that were sent to me in a friend mail card, and it says progress, not perfection. And I remember saying that in a video eons ago where I'm like, we're not about perfection here. We just get stuff done. And so this really resonated with me, and I have it sitting here with me at my station. So the one who sent this to me, you know who you are. Thank you very much. I'm going to show you a few things that I still need to use. I was going to use the retro palette that came in the subscription box, but for some strange reason, it's not within arm's reach. I had put here stuff that I still need to use. And so we're going to pick something, and this is where I wish I can hear you. What I need to use that I have not used yet is the Natasha Denona Glam face palette, and this one is in dark. I have not used this yet. So I'm thinking maybe this today, and maybe even have the nerve to use it how they say use it. What's weird though is that it says outer corner transition, smoke, inner corner, and crease. It doesn't have a lid. It doesn't say one for lid. Okay, that's strange. So yes, I was thinking of using it the way they say to use it, but where's your lid shade? You have your outer corner and crease, transition, smoke, and inner corner, but no lid. That's strange. I also need to use the Xenon palette. So I'm kind of thinking maybe this one today. I don't know. And I don't prefer cool tones, but I thought this would be a nice pop if I just wanted just a pop of silver. This because we all need a black somewhere, and this is small enough where I can just keep it on my station and it not be in the way, or to use this shade to deepen up something, and maybe this for brow bone if it won't make me look ashy. So that was my thought process to get this one, is just to have a black handy. I do have a black that came in a subscription box. I still haven't used it yet, but this one has shimmer in it, and I'm like, I don't necessarily want shimmer, and I haven't used it yet. I'm trying to figure out if I am or not. The other thing I haven't used yet is a MAC single shadow, and this one is all that glitters, and this finish is Volux Pearl, and this is what that looks like. So this is just a basic shade. They're not there. Yeah. This House Labs, my most recent acquisition from the brand, Lavender Blonde, this shade. So I'm kind of thinking like this and this, but they won't even go unless we just use this side of the palette. But I don't know. I don't know. The other thing I need to use from Bridgerton, this is, what is the shade? The shade is Extreme Gold 2. This is a highlighter. Y'all, what the hell? I haven't used it yet because I keep thinking like, do I want to keep it? What the... Because I don't like blinding highlighters. And I know people use these for your inner corner. All of this for inner corner, this is a lot of freaking product. 0.37 ounces of product. All this for inner corner? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it yet. My brows are done, Fenty Brow Pencil. I did a pat face, and then I put some other stuff on it because I'm trying to just make it work. This is where I wish I can hear you. Do I use the Xenon palette and just knock out a look with that? Or do I use this palette and knock out a look with that? Because I am wanting to use the House Labs blush. But I'm also thinking this has the blush and the highlighter in it too already. So I'm kind of thinking just to get a feel for this one. I really wish I can hear you. I should have did a poll on my community tab. But I do definitely want to get through this stuff right here. So you know what we're going to do. Maybe I should use the Glam palette and put this on the lid. I don't know. Let's use the Glam palette. I'm going to prime my eyes with the Fenty eyeshadow primer. Of course, I don't have any brushes pulled out yet. How y'all doing today? Sound off down below how your day is going. Anything new with you? Any new makeup that you purchased that you need to try? Is this inspiring you to try something new that you purchased? If you haven't purchased anything new, are you going into your stash and just pulling out something you haven't used in a long time? If you're panning anything, or if you're just free falling and whatever you feel like grabbing that day, that's what you grab. And that is okay too. The thing is just use your makeup, y'all. Just use your makeup. Let me know also if you're experimenting with any new things. Like, are you trying new techniques? Are you trying wing liner? Or are you trying to get used to incorporating color in your look? If you're using contrasting eyeliner colors or just non-traditional eyeliner colors for your upper lash line. If you're trying to wing out your shadow to see how that looks on you. Let me know all the deets. Like, what's going on with you in your makeup world? Because it can be exciting just doing new things. And if we like it, we know to do it again. If we like it and it don't come out the way you want to, we learn how to tweak it. And if we don't like it, we know not to ever do that again. So we're just going to use the Glam palette. And this is throwing me off. I don't know. I think this is wrong. Why is this one saying outer corner? That's not even dark. And it's shimmery. So again, this says inner corner. Let me start from the beginning. This says outer corner. This says transition. This says smoke. This says inner corner. This says crease. So what I think I'm gonna do, I don't know. Let me get myself together and pull out some brushes and then we'll be back. We're gonna take the outer corner shade and we're gonna put that on the first half of our lid. And we're gonna take the transition shade. This is so weird. I don't want to take the transition shade. We're going to take the crease shade, this one over here. This is, and I see why, like, some people are just like, why are you trying to tell me how to place my shadow, Natasha? That blends well together. I'm going to take a blending brush. I want to take a tapered blending brush. And we're going to go into the transition shade. And we're going to just dip straight in. And we're going to put it in our transition area. And we're going to bring that down here a little bit. This is very monochromatic, like super monochromatic, which is pretty, not my preferred aesthetic. If you've been here, you know this. If you have this palette or you have the light version of it, let me know what you think about it. We're going to take the smoke shade. Yeah, I'm really kind of using them how they say, except for outer corner we use for lid shade and crease we use for second part of the lid. But we're going to put this here because I need some dimension, something. So I'm going to keep feathering this inward, and we're also going to just take it lightly over into the transition area. We're going to go back to the brush we used for our transition shade, not adding any additional shadow on the brush, and we're just going to just buff that. This shadow is dry. This smoke shade, it is just dry and it was hard to blend. We're going to try the inner corner shade for our brow bone highlight. We're going to take the brush again that we used for our transition shade, not adding any shadow. We're just going to sweep that over because that is a glittery shade. And so I'm really just sweeping it over just to get any loose glitter particles off. I'm going to take this thin brush and we're just going to use smoke on our upper lash line if we can get it there. We're going to take this shade which says crease and we're going to put that on our lower lash line. The brush we use for our transition shade. We're going to go into the blush shade, the cream blush. I am putting this over top of powders. I had on a full face, but I've done this before with the Natasha Diamond and Blush palette, I think it's called. and it goes on fine. Well, that went on fine. It didn't pick up my foundation or anything. I'm going to see if my cousin wants this palette, because as of right now, I don't like it. It is my first time trying it, but I'm not liking it. I don't think she even wears eyeshadow. I know she wears liner and she wears foundation. Her makeup looks so natural on her. Like, if you saw her, you wouldn't even think she had foundation on. But she does wear foundation. I don't know if she does blush or any of that. She does do liner and mascara. But this may be something she might play with. Or her daughter. Her daughter does, excuse me for smacking. It's not gymnastics. Tumbling? What is it called? I think it's a gymnastics type thing. Cheer. Her daughter does cheer. And she does her own makeup and she does her makeup nice. I'm going to see if she wants this. I think she's 13. She's been on cheer for a long time. So we're going to take the highlighter now. Since this is a powder, we're just going to dip this in. And so are you supposed to put this over? Ooh, oh. And it's not tacky. So even though I kind of like it with the highlight on top, it's not tacky. And that was my concern. It's like, okay, you have a cream blush, but a powder highlight. I do like this. See, now I'm like, but it's adding texture. It's making my skin look textured. Or I should say it's accentuating my texture. Because it's not going to give me texture unless I already have textured skin. I do like how that looks though, but that is hella shiny. On top of all the other shine I had going on. So maybe I need to stop applying this. So we're going to go back with the powder brush I used earlier. Nothing added. We're just going to just smush that in. Because that's hella shiny. I do like the look of it. Like this angle, I like it. The eye look, I'm not liking the cheek with the eye look. Because this is dark. And this is just... I'm not digging it. We're just going to do basic for the lip because I'm not feeling it. We're just going to put this on. First thing I grab, this is Bronzed Chestnut from Juvia's Place. Not even going to wipe off chapstick. I forgot about eyeliner, the mascara. I like the lip with the eye. You know what? I don't like the cheek. I don't know if it's the cheek with the eye look or because I put the highlight on the blush too, but it's just not. I'm looking like a disco ball. And I was already kind of glowy anyway. Yeah, this is just a little too much even for me. This is too glowy. I regret purchasing this. And I have been wanting it, so it was not an impulse buy. And it was point multipliers at Ulta. And that's what finally made me say, you know, I'm going to go ahead and get it. And there was a coupon and something else. And so I did not pay full price for it. This is what we have. I'm not going to do... Oh, liner. We did that one shadow for liner, but we're not going to do mascara. Thank you for being here. Let me know what you think. If you have this, let me know. Because I did think it would just be really good. Just, you know, quick travel. Throw it in your bag. Easy to use. You can do different eyeshadow looks. You have your blush and your highlight. But as with palettes that come with highlighter and blush and eyeshadow, everything may not go with everybody. Like, oh, okay, yes, I love a smoky eye, but the cheek doesn't go. You know what I mean? For me. That'll be it for this video. Thank you for being here. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. We're going to do something else just because we're playing around and because I'm not going anywhere. We're going to take all that glitters, this MAC Single Shadow, and we're just going to put this on the center, well, yeah, the center of our lid just to see. Ooh. Ooh. This is pretty. I'm not going all the way up to the transition shade color because we want to just kind of keep, I like that. I'm going to cover up this shade because what we're putting looks a little cooler than that. I like this a whole lot better. See what happens when you just play around with stuff? Don't y'all love when I act like I'm leaving and I'm not? This is nice. Oh shoot, I just messed up over here. I am liking this a whole lot better. We're going to take the brush that has that smoke shade just to press whatever's in the brush on that corner. Because I'm loving how this side, we still have the transition. We still have our outer corner shade. This side is looking a little funky right here. Now I just made it funkier. What did we use for our transition shade? Not adding any shadow, which maybe we should. I am liking all that glitters. This is nice. So if you have a look you're not really feeling it, just play. Troll it out. I am liking this. I like this a whole lot better because you know why? It's not strictly monochromatic. There's some dimension to it. We have some other stuff going on. You really want to see me next time. Thanks.